Hi, it's Mitz from My Life Mitz. Thank you so much for being here. Today I want to share with you what planners or journals I'm currently using, and then probably in the new year, just to give more of a realistic expectation, I will be sharing with you what I ended up doing for 2021. The last video I did of this was, I believe, in October. I will leave a link up there or down below if you're curious. The notebooks themselves, like the physical notebooks inside, haven't really changed, but the covers have. So let's start off with the big ones. So the first one here is the Hobonichi Techo in the Cousin. This is in the avec style, so it's from July to December, and you can see it's very nicely filled out. I have not, in the previous years, I would be quite conservative and, not fill, or I guess tip in little things like this pretty vellum, sorry, not vellum, but acetate. But this year I just went for it, and I did a lot of tip-ins and tried my best to add more photos and things like that. And it's been a really fun experience, and I've been really enjoying it. I will most definitely be doing this again for 2021. I cannot see myself not journaling in here for next year, for 2021, and so I will definitely be doing that. So this is the Hobonichi Cousin avec, and yeah, it's just a lot of fun. I can't put it in a cover right now because I tend to, when I do journal, let's see if I can open up a page. When I do journal, and I find that it's harder because of this hump here, I tend to grab a spot. Let's see, where's a good spot? I'll grab a spot and then I'll kind of fold it on itself like this, and then I'll usually clip it, and then it's more of like an even, I don't know if I'm making sense, but then it's more flat and it's more even this way. Then it's easier for me to journal in these spots. It's probably not the best idea for the Hobonichi spine, but that's what I end up doing. But yes, I will continue this for sure for 2021. I haven't decided on the cover. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really gravitated towards any of the Hobonichi covers, so I don't know yet for the cover, but we'll have to see. This is a beautiful Chic Sparrow cover in the Bennett leather. This is part of their Lewis and Clark collection. This is in the Lewis style with the scalloped edge here. I was housing my Hobonichi Cousin in here, but then it was getting way too big, and then I was scared because I was worried about the button here. I mean, I wasn't closing it, so it would kind of sit like this, and that was fine too, but then I wanted a cover for this notebook that you're about to see. This is a newer addition to my journaling recently. So let's take a look here. I just have some Happy Mail bits in there, some stickers that I was going to use in my Hobonichi Cousin, and then a stencil, some writing boards. This is originally from the Soshi notebook. Where is it? There we go. It's upside down, but you'll see there. That was part of the stationery selection box several months back. And then I signed up for James Burke. I will leave his information down below. He has free holiday classes, and he's been doing them for free for several years now. So I will leave his information down below, but yes, it's absolutely free, and you can do the course at your own pace, and then he has these free printable tutorials, and so I thought it would be so much fun to start doing that. I actually signed up for one of his classes. I think it was the holiday one from 2 years ago, and then I was so ready to go with creating the washi tape trees that he did, the tutorial that he did in that video in the Teachable class, and then life happened, and then it just got way too busy. Sorry, I forgot to mention the notebook, actual notebook. So this is the Cosmo Light from Yamamoto Paper, and it is blank, and it has the thickness is the Cosmo Airlight in the 83 GSM, It also has a writing board in the back, so it has the grid there and then some lines, and it's nice. It's not like it's paper, but it's nicely coated, lightly coated. I just did some testing on the back there. I'm not a fountain pen. I'm still very new to fountain pens, so I don't really yeah, I just thought it would be nice to kind of swatch things out. These quotes turned out so nicely. I feel the greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another. She silently stepped out of the race she never wanted to be in, found her own lane, and proceeded to win. That's so nice. But yeah. And then I started to do James's class. I started this notebook with a quote: "Writing is the best way to talk without being interrupted." If you have young kids, you'll know how they like to interrupt, or they want to share, and they're very enthusiastic about sharing finds and their thoughts, and I absolutely encourage that. But it's always usually an interruption to something. But yeah, so I just thought that was really nice for my current state. Yeah, and then I just printed some of these out from his class, and I thought I would continue with this. I'm sorry, I don't want this to be a review of the notebook, so I'm just going to leave it at that, and it's housed in this Chic Sparrow. Let's move on because I have a lot. I still continue to hold the smaller notebooks here in this Superior Labor Engineering tote, and yeah, it just sits on my dining table, and it's easy to just pick up and transport it wherever I need to go, especially when it's dinner time. I need to kind of pack up my work stuff, then I'll just pick this up and then put it away in the closet. So I do want to discuss this one here because I switched it out. I will leave the link to this video if you're interested. This is the Falcon Travelers that I purchased from one of their recent, I think it's the Cyber Monday sale, and the work planner itself has not changed. It's still the Takahashi Shoten notebook, and it's the B6 one with the monthly and then the weekly layout like this. And I know I mentioned in the past I prefer to have my monthly view clumped in the front and then my weekly sections kind of all clumped in the back. And I'm not fond of having, how should I say, like this one for example, these days are part of January, so they're kind of grayscale, and then there's this same exact page over here like that, and then I just lose my flow, and I thought I would get used to this by using it for several months, but I'm still not used to it. There's this week, and then you get your monthly, and then it goes into this week, which is the same week, but I hope I'm making sense. Like I lose my flow a bit near the end of the week or end of the month and the beginning of the month, because this is the same week but it's on a separate page, and so I get a little bit confused. I think somebody mentioned Muji has some nice simple B6 planners, so I think I'll take a look, but I do want to look for a monthly notebook that has the monthlies in the front and then all the weeks kind of all lined up after the monthlies are done. If not, I'm just going to continue it until March and then see how it goes. I do also want to start using this one. This is a bullet journal printed from Monique from Falcon Travelers. This was part of the notebook, so I have it in here. I think I'll use this for my personal planning in the future. All right, so there's that for work. So this one, I know I said in the past I want to keep my personal and work separate, but at the same time I'm going to try, I'm going to give it a go with the work and then my personal and then like notes here, kind of all clumped into one physical notebook cover, if that makes sense. I think it would be kind of neat to have it all contained in one section. I know I want to keep things separate, but at the same time, it's like, oh, where did I put this note here? Did I put it in this notebook? And then you have to look through the notebooks. So I'm going to give this a go for 2021, hopefully. So let's look through these items. Let's start with this because this is not going to be changed at all. I'm going to continue with this for as long as I can. It's the Sojourner trifold in the A6, and it houses my my A6 Hobonichi 5-year notebook, and I love this leather so much. It's the seed, I want to say, or the sand. I always forget. I don't want to flip through it too much because it's very personal, but I'm having a lot of fun looking back or reading back last year's items, and it's a treasure. I really feel like it's so simple. I haven't put any stickers or washi or anything decorative, so it's nice, and it remains flat, or it hasn't really chunked up at all, and I think I'm going to keep it like that. It's very, I look forward to it every single day to see what happened last year, and it's just so much fun. It is very much a treasure. I don't think I would ever do it in the A5 size because I don't have a lot to write. And if you're not sure what to write, maybe just write the heading. A heading of a newspaper that you follow, or like just some news, a news heading. And if that's not interesting for you, maybe just write a quote or something that happened or you're feeling that day. But this I really like, and will continue to use this. Next in here, let's go with this one. I haven't shared a setup because, like I said, it's quite personal, but it is the mini 5. So I'll have to change this out. So mini 5 meaning there's 5 rings, 1, 2, 3. It's very tiny. You can see that against my hand. My hand is not very big, and then this is like a regular pen. This printable is from Sterling ink, so I do want to switch that out. So this is kind of like my EDC, but at the same time I'm not really going out anywhere, and yeah, I just thought I would use this more for like going out if I need to jot something down. I even have, I was using this earlier in the past. I even have this like portable journaling snippets trash box. So if I were going out and meeting up with my friends for a cafe date like we used to do, we can have this, and we, you know, if we are cutting out bits and pieces, we can always put them in this little trash box. But yeah, so I'm not really carrying it around because I'm not going out, but I have been keeping track of, let's see if I can share something. I have been keeping track of my spending on food. So for example, let's see here. Oh, this is October. I'm not sure why this is here. This is October. But anyways, so for example, this is from November, but $1 or 100 yen on coffee, and then 200 yen or $2 for lunch, and just like daily spending. I think it's a good, like here I spent $5 on lunch, and then there's some days, like for this day I spent 100 yen on a snack, but I ate at home for lunch, meaning probably like leftovers or something. But yeah, I just feel like it's good to just keep track of the finances and how much I spend on munching on things. And I'm not sure why I wrote 10. I must be losing it because I wrote such a busy week, and it really was. So I don't know why. I must be losing my mind. But so I will continue with that here. So I have these little sections in here, and I think I'll do a separate video because this is just going to be way too long. But I'm using these nice little section folders from Plotter, and also this is from Plotter as well. I'll have to do a separate video because it's going to be way too long. If you are interested in this, I know a lot of people don't use the mini 5, so if you want me to go into more detail, just let me know down below. All right, so let's see what's next. There's a couple notebooks in here. Let's go with this one. So here is the social media planner. I'm housing it in a B6 cover. This is from LeCow and it is the grab and go. I have actually I don't know if it's the B6 cover. I'm not 100% sure, but it fits the B6 notebook from Midori. And then I just have this little ink swatch booklet here, kind of tucked away in this elastic part. I haven't really been utilizing these pockets. I have this ollie clip that has my stickers kind of stuck to the front so that I can easily grab it, and then it goes directly to the month that I'm currently in. And I really like this layout. I've been doing it for a while now, where I have this monthly snapshot look at how many videos I've been uploading, and the videos that I have already filmed but I need to edit. If I have it like a half square, then I've edited it, but I need to upload it. So I have my own system going for social media. Well, not social media, I should say YouTube. And I will continue to do that for 2021. Then I have a list of videos that I want to film. I usually put my Hobonichi stuff here. I need to make the prompts for January, and so I just kind of kept that there. And then I was using this planner for some of my work things, so that you might see some sticky notes there that pertain to work, but I have just continued to use this for YouTube. You can see my daughter's stuff there, and then I'll just write down, kind of scribble down what I need to link in the videos. So there's that for social media. I gotta speed through this. This is already 20 minutes. This one is the Chic Sparrow toffee that I got in a second chance sale, and it houses my Hobonichi weeks. And I can't believe I didn't know how perfect it is. I don't know if this is a older size of the Chic Sparrow personal size. I know they kind of updated their sizes. I don't know how recent it's been, but it's like flush, almost flush to the edge, and it fits so nicely. But it houses my weeks. I was using it for work and it's just way too small. So I want to say halfway down, or a little bit halfway down, I decided to keep track of my kids' little sayings or photos, or just fun little journaling snippets and bits. I don't really have much, like, any interesting things, but just keeping it really fun and easygoing. Sometimes I want to journal a little bit more. After I journal in my Hobonichi, I'll just go into here and I'll journal a bit or collage a bit. And then some days it's just pure writing. So I got this idea from Sarah Martinez, and I will link her channel below. She has a Hobonichi weeks for her children. I think she has one each, and I was going to do that, but I think I'm just going to keep it for just one for now. And so I'm going to continue with that. And then in here, whoops, it's just a blank notebook for notes. And this is what I will use for 2021 to write down my YouTube videos. So I got these stickers from Happy Daya. I purchased. So I will leave that there. I think I might combine this, so I'll have a weeks and then my social media or YouTube planning in one physical leather notebook. So then this one will be gone. So lastly is this one here. This is my personal planning that I'm using right now. I have it in a Stalogy. I have a Stalogy in here. I'm housing it in a LeCow, but this is actually field notes wide, I want to say. But it does fit the A6 Stalogy. This is the half year though, I think. Is it? Oh gosh, I don't remember anymore. I want to say it's a half year Stalogy. And it's going okay, but this month has been really difficult. I have just been scribbling things that I need to do. I haven't even set up my week, and I'm just all over the place, and it's made me realize how important it is to take time to plan things out in advance. There's nothing in this back pocket, but I was keeping some stickers and things. So this stylogy is kept just by sliding it in the back here. And then I just have this with the stickers for recycling, so that I remember for recycling. So this is my personal planner for now. I did purchase the A6 day free to continue for the new year, but I think I want to try out the bullet journal here from Monique and just keep it all in one physical notebook. So I'm going to give that a go for 2021, or that's my plan. We'll see how that goes. And then this one is the Novelty. I've just kind of used it to, some people say it's like messy journaling, or like if you want to keep notes of, like for example this one here, I just kept some notes about the Ashford refill pad, which was kind of intriguing for me a little bit. I ended up not doing it or getting it. And then plotter, I don't know, I was trying my best to look into more things that are local and domestic in Japan, and I was looking at the plotter setup as well. But yeah, just kind of, I guess, messy journaling in a way. I mean, it doesn't look very messy, but if I don't have the time to, I guess, journal like a full-on journal spread in my Hobonichi Cousin, I can always jot down what happened that day. Then I can refer to this, and yeah, and then there are days that I just want to kind of write. I don't know what it is. I really like this Novelty paper, and so I've been doing that for several weeks now, or I want to say several months now, since August maybe. But yeah, so I've been housing it kind of in this combo, and this feels so good. Like, it just, I don't know, I really like it. So I'm not sure for 2021 I'm not sure how I will house this notebook here. I do have another one for 2021 from the stationery selection, so I will continue with this notebook style, but I'm not sure how or where I will house it in this setup. So I'll have to do an update video in the new year, most likely. I don't want to promise anything for this year, because I think I'm gonna kind of stretch myself too thin, as I already am a little bit. So here is the setup for end of 2020. I know it looks kind of crazy, with all these notebooks and things, but I forgot to mention, I didn't even mention my travel journal that I have. It's just in a regular size traveler's notebook that's kind of ongoing throughout the year. I'll just journal about my travels in that. For health, for my kids, I keep it in the weeks, in the monthly section. For health for myself, I keep it in the monthly section in here, and I will continue to do that. The constant 3 notebooks are these ones here. It may not necessarily always be the A5, but it's a journal where I can just kind of journal and write down whatever is in my mind. Then I'll have these 2. This is more for fun journaling and memory keeping, and then this is yeah, more of a personal type of journal. And I think next year, like I said, I will consolidate my personal planning and my work planning into one cover, and then here I will consolidate and have my YouTube planning and my kids journaling in here. And so this one will probably go as well, these 3, but we'll see how that goes. I know I still need a cover for this, and I have some in mind, but I'm just really liking this mini style. I don't know, I'm not sure yet. We'll have to see. I do like keeping track of my finances in here very much. It's good to write down how much I've spent for the day, like if I've bought a coffee or a snack, and how much I spent on lunch, if I didn't eat out, if I stayed at home. Like, I think it's always good to keep track of that. I think I might review this. I want to review this with you on camera, so I'll have to kind of cross out some personal things and share with you. I really do like having the different sections, but yeah, it has to be another video. Thank you so much for being here. I know this was a very long and rambly video, but I really enjoy watching these. I've recently watched one from Sarah Martinez, and like I said, I will link her down below. And I will leave it at that. If you have a video sharing with us your setup, please leave that linked down below, or you can type in your setup for 2021. I will be back in the new year sharing with you what I ended up doing. Thank you very much. I hope you are doing well and staying safe. I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.